gross. That was gross. Moving on, because we're running out of time. Sorry, I just got to check something real quick. All right, moving on. Hasbro, we'll do this story. It's going to roll us into crowdfunding ending on box office. Hasbro has finally ditched the Selfie Series. Shout out to Ghostbusters News. I didn't even notice that the Selfie Series was no longer on the website or on the app. I use the app all the time. No idea that was even gone. So it's finally over. The Selfie Series project is done. Let's see what Ghostbusters News has to say.
Hasbro's customizable Selfie Series, which allowed fans to mortalize themselves as a highly detailed action figure, has been reportedly discontinued. Now, Ghostbusters News was first tipped off of this news last week by Extraplasm podcast host Jim Maritato. Following rumors swirling after all mentions of the toy line, they were pulled from the Hasbro Pulse app and website.
That girl at the end was the only one that looked like her figure. The girl with the Hoth Leia suit. That was literally the only one.
All mentions of the toy line, they were pulled from.
Yeah, that's the only one of the three that actually looked like the figure.
The Hasbro Pulse app and website. While we were looking to investigate further, the Star Wars-centric fan site Rebel Scum, they just posted a response direct from Hasbro which reads, "Thank you for contacting us about Hasbro's Selfie Series. We have discontinued the Selfie Series platform and it has been removed from the Hasbro Pulse app. We also want to inform you that we are no longer accepting new orders for Hasbro Selfie Series figures. If you have already placed an order and need further assistance, please contact Hasbro Pulse."
So are you getting it or you're not getting it if you place the order? Shout out to Hasbro.
We appreciate the support and enthusiasm shown by all the fans who participated in this innovative personalization platform. The Selfie Series abrupt end, it is quite surprising as earlier this year a revamp to the app was announced which would have added eyeglasses, sculpted beards, mustaches, and new hairstyles. These options were available to those attending this year's San Diego Comic-Con with a widespread release initially planned for last month. Launching in September of 2022 and exclusively to those within the United States, the price of a Selfie Series figure, it was at $59.99. Fans, they were able to choose select body sculpts from popular licenses under the Hasbro banner, including Star Wars, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Marvel, and of course, Ghostbusters. And as you're seeing here in previous coverage here on Ghostbusters News, I attempted to make myself as an action figure using the Hasbro Pulse app, and it produced somewhat questionable results. Of course, if we happen to hear any more regarding exactly what happened to the Hasbro Selfie Series and why it was discontinued, we'll be sure to report on it, so keep posted to GhostbustersNews.com and right here on our YouTube channel. With that said, that's all I've got for you for this one.
So, the concept was there. Patrick said it as well. The concept was there. I think where this program really dropped the ball was you're charging $59 to put a head sculpt that kind of looks like the person, maybe not, on an existing body. And the bodies were not customizable at all. So like if I, for example, made a Hey Archer Power Ranger figure, obviously I don't have the shape of a standard Power Ranger. It'd have to be a plus size Power Ranger. Like at 60 bones, I want my Power Ranger to look like a different one, not like the other ones I have on display. So you might as well lower the price, maybe $30, and just send me the head sculpt. Like you should have just sent the head sculpts. It was very much looking like a cash grab. And I think people could see that like very blatantly and we're like, I'm good. For I'll post it on Instagram. My friend Mike Rice got myself and Amanda Funko Pops of us getting married. They weren't $100 for the two of them. But what's cool about Funkos, there's not much customization there. They're just like the color, eyes, accessories, done. They all kind of look the same. That's their gimmick. If I'm doing a 6-inch action figure, I don't want it to look just like every other action figure. That's a whole different like market. So I like the idea. I like what they were going for, but I think at $60 for the lack of customization you're getting, L. Because I also think if I don't know the ins and outs of this, but if I was them, I imagine you're making each figure 3D printed per person. You're not making molds and filling the molds like you're mass producing an action figure. So like you might as well spend all your resources on a decent head sculpt. And then if I can get a fat Ghostbuster with my head and like even the hands are my color with Hey Archer on the name tag, I'd buy it. I would buy it $100. Easy. But it was like they were trying to do two things at once, blatantly trying to reuse molds they already had. Doesn't work. All right. It's crazy. We are at 10 o'clock already. Let us fly through